Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So since it's spring, I thought why not do a pretty spring look, very lightweight and just fresh and cute. So to do that look today, I am going to be trying out the new Morphe 2. This isn't super new. Morphe 2 has been out for a little bit now, but it's new to me. And then I also will be trying the new Morphe 2 Hide and Peak Concealer. So I think this product actually is pretty new. It had its own like display at Ulta and it just said new everywhere. This did not launch when the original products came out. So I do have the Morphe 2 Hint Skin Tint, so I'm so excited to try that out. Again, I do have the concealer. I also have the Wonder Tint Cheek and Lip Mousse as well. And then I picked up the Morphe 2 Brow Crush Tinted Brow Gel. So I love these sort of brow gels, so I definitely wanted to give this a try. I also actually picked up a palette from Morphe. So the only palette I have currently from Morphe is my Jaclyn, oh, I got hair in my mouth. Is the Jaclyn Hill Original Morphe palette. That's the only one I have right now. I did get rid of my two other huge Morphe palettes. So I did pick up this one. This one is a 9-pan palette, and it's their 9E Pretty in Peach Artistry palette. So, and then of course I do have a few other things that we are going to be putting on my face as well. Oh, before I forget, I also picked up the Morphe Microfiber Beauty Sponge. This kind of looked intriguing, and I'm not a fan of the red sponge that they have that a lot of people do love. I just wasn't a fan of it. So I am super excited though to give this one a try. I just love the angles of it, and I do actually have it here. I did wet it already, so it's pretty damp. But this is what it looks like when it is wet and then wrung out. So I just love all these sharp edges on it. But yeah, so we're gonna be trying that out for our concealer today. So yeah, so if you guys are super excited like I am to get this look going and try out these products, keep on watching. I'm trying to get back into frame. I had to get up because someone was near the back door, then the dog started barking insane, and then my daughter started crying. So she did put herself back to sleep before I even got in the room, so thank God for that, but just gotta love life. Okay, so for my face, I'm not gonna put on any primer. I just did my skincare, so my face is kind of like slightly tacky and just fresh, so I'm not gonna put on any primer. So I'm just gonna start off with the skin tint, and I got mine in the Hint of Almond. So this is what my shade looks like, and I feel like it's gonna be a good shade match. Can definitely see how like watery it is, like it's super watery. Let's see, it says keep it light and easy with this fluid tint that melts into the skin while providing a naturally radiant finish. So it doesn't say. It's supposed to be lightweight, breathable formula, hydrates, smooths, and blurs, vegan. So yeah, shake gently, start off with 1 to 2 drops and build your desired level of coverage. Apply using a synthetic brush, sponge, or your fingers. So it doesn't say not to set it, but I know a few people were saying that it's best to not set this product, that it just doesn't work too good with powder. So I do have a lot of creams. I'm not even going to set the concealer because I just want to see how bad it creases without being set. I haven't been setting my concealer lately with the concealer that I've been using currently, just because I don't like that powdery, cakey look. So yeah, so let's see if I can go ahead and pull off that with this one. So I am shaking it up just that way it's all mixed. And I think to blend it in, I'm just going to use my e.l.f. complexion duo brush. So I'm just going to like apply. Oh my goodness, this is like very watery. Just kind of looking at my mirror. It's definitely a thin formula for sure. Like you can obviously see that. And I'm not expecting much from this. I am definitely gonna add more though. But yeah, I'm not expecting much because it's a skin tint. You know, I feel like it's even going to be lighter than your typical BB or CC cream. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit more to the outer parts of my face because I feel like it absorbed very quickly into my skin. I feel like these sort of products are kind of nice when you have like self-tan on and you need to match your face with the rest of your body. I think these products are super nice. I think if you are looking for coverage, like I have acne, but I'm not all about the coverage anymore. I'm just not. I've been into these like lighter foundations and tinted moisturizers. So I'm not mad at not getting full coverage. So it is covering though the redness. And then I'm just gonna bring whatever's on the brush down. Like I'm not even gonna worry too much about putting actual product on my neck just because it's a good match and it's so sheer. I know people say not to set it because then it starts to look like blotchy and patchy and just weird. So I'm not going to, but I'm just hoping that it kind of sets down on its own, like not so tacky, because I hate that feeling. Right now I just feel like it's so wet that it's just gonna like slide off my face. I don't know how it's gonna be not setting it, but right now this is what my skin is looking like. I don't think it looks like a huge big difference compared to where we started. It definitely looks dewier and just healthier. And my redness is definitely calmed down. So that's really all I was expecting from this anyways. So I think this is going to be a great product for spring and summer. And I think it's supposed to be like transfer resistant, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere. So yeah, we will see. All right. So next we're going to go in with the concealer. This one is in Peak of Peach. So the shade lighter than this was way too light, and then the shade darker than this was too dark. So this is the one that we went with, and this is what the packaging looks like. It's just that frosty packaging, just like the tint. All right. Oh, this is like perfect. I do have their original Morphe concealer, and I love that one. It is more full coverage for sure, but I just love how like smooth it makes the under eyes look. So because I figure this is going to be a lighter coverage concealer, which is why I put more. Usually I've been into that, like just putting a little bit here and here, but I know this is a little weird. Like the sponge itself is a little weird. But I don't feel like it's absorbing a whole lot of the product. Like I think I'm getting the coverage I'm looking for. Let me make sure my hair is not hitting my mic because that's annoying. Yeah, the sponge makes it a little bit harder to get into the eye. But normally I like to use my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge or my e.l.f. Camo Concealer sponge, and that one's made specifically for the eye. So this sponge is probably great for like applying foundation or BB creams, but as far as concealer, it's just a little bit too weird getting into those like hard to get corners. This is what we are looking like. I feel like my hair is like sticking to the skin tint, so I'm hoping that dries down. So very quickly, I'm going to bronze up my skin. I don't have a bronzer from Morphe, so I'm just going to use the Soul Body bronzer, and this one is in the shade Medium Dark. This one's more of my summer shade, I want to say, but I can pull it off like now without a tan, but it will definitely probably look a little bit better when I'm tan. It smells literally, guys, so good. So I'm just gonna like, oh my god, my hair. There's days I love my long hair, and then there's days where I'm just like so over it, you know? If you guys feel a little bit lower than you normally are, like I feel like normally you guys are more up more, it's because I have a little bit of a different setup. I'm kind of just testing the waters because I feel like the way my setup was before, you guys were a little bit higher. I didn't have to look down as much, but my lighting in my head was off. So I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna go in with some blush. This one is the Wonder Tint Cheek and Lip Mousse, and this one is in the shade FYP. What does FYP stand for, guys? Oh. I used to be so good about these abbreviations, and now I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Okay, so when I got this, the swatch, like where it was displayed, looked way darker. I'm still happy with this color, but it just looked a little bit darker because I was like, okay, when it's summer and it's tan, it's gonna show up a little bit better, but it's gonna show up more, but it's okay. So, oh god, something is stuck, like a piece of hair or a brush bristle, something. I don't know. It's just like really bothering me. So first, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. putty blush brush, and see if I can get any color. And see how that works. I'm gonna open up my palette just so I can use the mirror and get like a little bit closer. Okay, hopefully, I think there's a mirror in here. Wait, is there? Yes, there is. Oh my god, when you first open it, it's like so like foggy, but that's because there's a film on it. Oh, so satisfying. This is the palette, by the way, guys. Isn't that so like spring peachy vibes? All right, so I'm trying to keep my blush higher, and I'm not really liking the application with this, so I'm gonna use another favorite brush of mine that I like to use. This is the Luxie brush 512 small contouring. I like to use this as well for my blush, so we're gonna use this one and see. Oh my god, there's like so much fallout. I don't know if you guys can tell. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? All right. I'm gonna use a sponge. Oh my god, if I swipe, it's gonna just like... So it's almost like an instant... Wow, that's a lot of blush, guys. That's a lot of blush. Oh my goodness. Oh, baby's awake. All right, we're gonna have a quick break. I don't know, I'm not liking this blush. I feel like it's going on patchy no matter what I do. I'm just gonna like kind of, I can't even like really get in there. Wow, it's really pigmented, that's for sure. I'm trying to do the whole sunburn look. I'm trying to see if she'll put herself like back to sleep, because sometimes she will, but I think I'm gonna have to go get her, which is okay. Yeah, I mean, it's looking less blotchy with just this like direct sponge without using a brush, but I'm coming, mama. But it's still not looking totally smooth on the skin. Maybe my fingers, like maybe that would work. So I'm gonna keep playing with that product, but I'll be back. All right, so I am back, and I just wanted to actually just take a look. Yeah, for sure. So the concealer is kind of creasing. I want to like, but it's not like super bad. It's just like a little bit, like right where my deepest crease line is. But overall, the under eyes look pretty good. Trying to see if there's anything else that looks a little weird. I mean, my skin looks like skin. It just looks way better, like dewier and better. The under eyes could look a little bit better. I feel like it's already looking a little patchy, like in this area. Like it's breaking up just a little bit, so I'm not sure if it's just like the combination of the skin tint and the concealer, so the concealer can't really set, you know, because of the moisture of the skin tint. So because it's like really like down here, because up here it looks fine, but then down here it's starting to like look a little broken up. Or maybe I messed with it too much when I was applying the blush. I don't know. So maybe the concealer might need to be set. So it's just stuff that I'm going to have to keep playing with because, again, it's first impressions. So, but the blush did like set down to like a powdery finish. And yeah, it's really nice. And as it's setting, it doesn't look as splotchy, but it does look a little bit splotchy. But it's something that like from far away, you can't really tell. But if you get really close, then you would be able to tell. So it's not the worst, you know, but it's still not like my favorite. So we are just going to keep it moving along. All right, so I'm going to just do brows very quickly. So I'm going to first use the brow gel in the shade medium brown. And this is what it looks like. Whoops. Oh my God, isn't my necklace the cutest, guys? It's like a mama kitty and a baby kitty. In black and white. Isn't that the prettiest? So my mom got me this for Mother's Day and I'm absolutely in love with it. All right, so this is what the little spoolie looks like, and it's actually just like exactly how I like my little brushes to be for my brow gels. So I'm just gonna put it through and see if anything happens. Whoa. Kind of got a little blotchy there, but it's okay. I'll clean that up. Whoa, okay. Pigment. There is pigment. So I like using these first on their own just to kind of see how pigmented they are, because I want to see that on the days that I don't have time to do my brows, I will go in with just a brow tinted gel and just do exactly what I did right now. And as you can see, like, look at the difference. Like it just darkened them up. No, they're not going to look defined like if you would fill them in with a pencil, but they just look way darker than over here. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to see if anything showed up, and it does. It is pigmented, so just be careful and just, you know, I wouldn't go like, you know, straight in with the brush accidentally, because it does get a little messy. But if you just stick to your brow hairs. Now obviously if your brows are very, very sparse, then, you know, a tinted brow gel really probably isn't what you're looking for. But you know, like I only use a tinted brow gel by itself when I really don't have time to really go in with anything else. Other than, usually I will use it, how I normally use it is I will put it on top of my filled in brows just to kind of give them a little bit more fullness and fluffiness. That's what they look like on their own. They just kind of look natural, fluffy, you know, not overdone. So I'm just gonna go in with my Benefit Brow Contour Pro pencil and just kind of fill them in just a little bit because I have time. Just so they look a little defined. And normally I do this like part first. So, but you can see how that just kind of already made it look super defined. See how that looks way more defined than this one. So moving on, I think all we have left to do is eyes, and then I'm going to just finish off the look with some lashes and lip. So yeah, so I'm just kind of testing this out. We're gonna go in with the shade right here first. And I'm pretty sure that this shade's not gonna like show up because it's very, very light, but we'll see. Oh, it's showing up. It's just very light, but it's showing up. Okay. Then next, I think I want to go in with this color right here just because it's calling my name. So we're gonna go ahead and do that color. And I'm just gonna put that right in the crease. And we are just gonna be a pink rose today. All right, so pretty, and these colors blend out like a dream. Okay, then next I'm going to go in with this shade up here. That looks just so pretty, and it's just like a pinky peach shade. Ooh, these colors are like butter. Look at that, so pretty. Oh my God. So pretty, and not like hardly any fallout either. Just tiny little glitter specks from the last eyeshadow that I just used. Next, I'm just going to use this shade right here for under my eye, like my bottom lash line. And then I think I'm also going to use it maybe for the top lash line. I'm not sure yet. And then I'm probably going to go back in with this lighter shade just to kind of highlight a little bit in the inner corner and my brow bone. We're going to just do that very quickly. Just kind of helps like clean up too. And then when you don't set your under eye with powder, you can go ahead with an eyeshadow, even if it's like a lighter eyeshadow that barely shows up, and just go right underneath your lash line. That way it won't crease. I am just gonna do lashes and mascara. So for mascara, I'm just going to put on the Believe Beauty Extended Lash Lengthening Mascara. I like to use this one on my bottom lashes and my top lashes when I apply falsies. So then I'm gonna leave that dry for a bit before I do my bottom lashes because I don't want any transfer. And I'm just gonna apply a lippy. So for my lip, I'm gonna use my ColourPop BFF lip liner. Just kind of overline a little bit, but not too much. And then I'm just gonna go in with my lip gloss. This is just a Zoeva lip gloss in the shade Party With Me. Yeah, Party With Me. And I just love how shiny this is. It's like it says powerful shine, and I agree. Don't ask me what kind of way I'm applying my lip gloss. I'm just like all demented with it. Okay. All right, so bottom lashes now. So I'm just gonna apply that same mascara. All right, so mascara is on. So now I'm just gonna apply my lashes. These are the Lift Effect Define Curl Instant Length and Invisiband. So these are what they are. They're from Ardell. And yeah, so we're gonna give these a try. And I think I'm gonna use, or attempt to use, my clear Kiss Lash Glue liner. I usually use the black one because it helps tight line as well, but I think I just want to keep this look very light and fresh and natural, so I don't want to do any darkness on my lash line, so we will see. All right, so the lashes are on, and again, they just look very like natural. They're not like super full or anything like that. Like obviously they're not natural looking, like you can see the length, like they're not my real lashes. But they're still like pretty natural for the look that I'm going for. So yeah, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do like this so far. It is really like looking good on my skin. It is tacky and stays tacky, so it doesn't like settle down to a point where it's like not so like sticky and your hair is constantly sticking to your face. I don't like that feeling, so I'm probably going to try to set it and try to find a good setting powder that works with it really well. But for the most part, I think it makes my skin look so pretty and not so just blah. So I really like this. If it's something that you think you would be into, I recommend it. The concealer, I do want to play with it more before I recommend it. The Morphe, the blush, the cream blush, it's not really my favorite. It's super pigmented. It might last a super long time, so I don't know how it's gonna last. I might just need to figure out how to play with it a little bit better. I can try my fingers. I just don't want it to disturb the makeup underneath, like the tinted moisturizer, since it's so thin. So I don't know. So I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. I think I do like the brow gel. My hairs don't feel like crunchy or anything. I think it's something that's just going to give you more of that like fluffy, fuller look. If you are looking for like glue for your brows, I don't think this is it, but I really do like it and I recommend it. And again, if it's something that you are into. What else did I try that is new? The sponge, so far I'm just like eh. It was really hard to get to my concealer with it. I think it's just going to be used better as like a foundation and like baking sponge. But I'm going to continue to play with that as well. Just kind of looking around. The lashes are new. They did apply very like straight. So even if you like try to bend them, it would just go straight line. So if you're new at applying lashes, they're very light. They're definitely invisible, but that might cause a little bit of issue if you have a hard time applying falsies. And the Morphe palette, so far the colors that I've used were good. So I used, what colors did I use? So the colors that I used so far was this brown, this color down here, this one right here, and this one. So I literally did like the top and bottom and side ones. So yeah, so I'm going to continue to play with this palette, but so far I really like it. I think it is a nice spring to summer palette, and it's super affordable. I think it was like $12, which is $2 I think cheaper than the ColourPop 9-pan palettes, if I'm not mistaken. And these are actually like plastic, it's not the cardboard, and you have like that nice mirror and everything. So yeah, 12 bucks. Not complaining about it. So yeah, so that's everything. If you guys haven't already, guys, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell as well. That way you will be notified every single time I upload a future video. I do have my social media down below as well if you wanted to be friends on other platforms. And I do have a second channel if you are into vlogs, lifestyle, fitness, that sort of thing. I have just recently started a new channel. If you click on my YouTube profile and then go to channels, you will see it there, as well as I'll have it linked down below. So until next time, bye.